Kick the baby!
Don't kick the goddamn baby.
Kick the baby!
Wah! Ow!
Welcome back to OtakuDaiKun. Dai here. It's been a little while, but I'm back to provide y'all with some more Fate memes. As usual, I've got a batch of 69 new memes, new for me anyway, that I want to share. I've tried to give credit whenever possible, but things aren't always watermarked, so if you find your work here, be sure to let me know in the comments. Without further ado, let's dive in. How can a mere human defeat a heroic spirit? That's just it. Waldo doesn't have a heart, which is both terrifying and handy. Reen sucks with technology, which must mean that, by extension, her servant forms do also. Space Ishtar's thinking like Spike Spiegel. If it doesn't work, just hit it. Aww, you see, this is what we wished would have happened. Ilya deserves head pats, though I don't think Gilgamesh deserves to touch the poor girl. Hello, it's me, Chris Pratt. I'm gonna voice Shiro. I mean, if this is what it takes to get an animated Hollow Ataraxia. The gas company trying to figure out what caused the gas leaks in Fuyuki City. Am I the only one who looks at the destruction caused in movies and feels bad for all the people who built that stuff? Or in this case, all the confused construction workers who actually did a decent job. Atlantis, what I expected. An undersea adventure with King Triton and untold treasures. What I got, nanomachines, son. Ava tier mechas, buff teddy bears, cute girls, misfit Argonauts, and a crew of cute Shota. The Nasuverse can never be straightforward, can it? Archer vs. Saber Gaming, Xbox vs. PlayStation. Considering Xbox doesn't have very many anime titles, I'm gonna have to go with Saber on this one. Censorship sucks, but thankfully there are still plenty of titles that do survive intact. Artoria coming back to Britain after finally eliminating the Roman threat. Pizza time, or rather, she's come home with sovereignty, a chance for peace, and time for the country to heal. Then Mordred happened. To be fair, Mordred was just a catalyst. The Round Table had its bullshit drama from the start. I like how Sir Kay is just watching from a distance. After we cook the rice, the next step is to drain it. Then we rinse it, and that will keep it nice and light. Meanwhile, all the Asian servants, WTF, what's she doing? Drain the— oh my god, who even cook rice like this? Now, before you go after me on the accent, go look up Uncle Roger on YouTube. You won't regret it. Nursery Rhyme is sending Hyde on a mission. You have to kill him, but make it look like it was an accident. Meanwhile, what do you think happened here? It looks like after stabbing him, someone put a banana peel near his feet. I like how the knife is still there. Before joining Chaldea, I fucking hate snakes. Versus after joining Chaldea, I love fucking snakes. Ah, I see what you did there. Wait, Ketz is considered a snake? I really need to cover her lore already. Oi, I'm not done talking to you. Fuck, says Jolter. Atalante whips her head around. You watch your mouth in front of the children. It's okay, kids are learning swear words earlier and earlier these days. What's better than one shielder? A whole squad of shielders. We've got cute and rage modes. Best Eggplant is our sexy shield hero, but I'd argue the same applies to our masochistic Darkness, who has the guts to make herself the shield. I can attest that there was at least a brief time when Type Lumina kept Artoria's actual name. Type Moon really has Aniplex's nuts in a vice with this, huh? I got ripped in just 2 weeks thanks to the Artemis Agnos. Click here to find out how. Honestly, this is about as legitimate as those ads actually look IRL. Can't trust that sketchy shit. But it is true Orion's got them gains. Who's the best archer now, huh? I'll let them fight it out while I fawn over Squirtoria. Davit walking up after surviving the attack on Chaldea. The alien god gave me a choice between a big dick and a great memory. Which did you choose? I don't remember. I've gotta say, I don't really know much about Davit other than he's a murderer and whatnot. Being the younger son and trying to give an opinion at the dinner table be like getting stabbed by your father multiple times. Okay, I get it, I'll shut up. But one day, revenge! Sorta. Gosh, Mashu, that's when you ought to whip out Black Barrel and fuck them all up. Dabrinia Nikitich, an historically male warlord, gets struck with the Japanizing beam, becoming a gorgeous new waifu. What else is new? Congrats, Waver. You finally reached bond level 10. Finally, I can get a rest, right? I will get some rest, right? Here the game is trying to make me feel like I'm worse than Amazonist.com. I love how this is a focal point in Fate Grand Carnival. The creators know full well how useful he is. Speaking of the Amazoness, have you seen this man? Achilles! Whoa, calm down, Amazon. It's just a poster. Now, we're gonna ask you again if you've seen him, okay? Achilles! She's like an inverse Pokemon. Only says one thing, but it's someone else's name. Me, as an NA player waiting for Lostbelt 6. Oh, I'm sure events will keep us busy enough. I, for one, appreciate the gap between those story arcs. But yeah, Lostbelt 6 seems to be the most badass one yet. Ritsuka being a smartass. Maybe the real Titania was the friends we made along the way. Oberon ain't taking that shit. No, I want my fucking wife! Honestly, the first time I heard of either of them was in Sword Art Online. If Titania is anything like Asuna, I can understand Oberon's fury. So you said your class is Saber? Yup. And your April Fool's description is Manslayer Servant? That's right. And you have independent action? Not gonna deny that. Then you must be an assassin! But I'm a Saber. That ain't half as bad as all the rider servants who rarely ever actually ride anything. Like Ushi. Skahak in different classes at different temperatures. Basically, Skadi loves the cold, but can't take the heat. Summer Skahak is looking mighty comfy at 40 degrees, though. I can tell a good amount of work went into this one. Lots of cute and hilarious details. Whenever FGO needs a strong emotional anchor to invest us in the state of the world, they just slap down a depressing child character or two for good measure. I'm actually surprised this really wasn't the case for China or Atlantis. Instead, we've got that guy who had the hots for Charlotte, but was too busy worshipping the gods to realize maybe he doesn't want to die. No wonder Da Vinci always seems critical of Romani. Dude's simping hard for an arcade cabinet. Suddenly, the whole Magi Mari thing makes way more sense. Hooray! An inbox full of apples and apologems. Maintenance has its perks, right? Well, sure, but not when it extends past your daily login time. Thankfully, it's the number of logins that matters more than a clean streak. There are heroic spirits that attribute to several classes, but I only correspond to the class of Saber. It surely does make you wonder why she'd say that, as a king entrusted with both a divine sword and spear by the fairies. At least it's easy to understand that Nasu may not have considered making his poster girl fight with a friggin' water gun. Let's just say that money does things to you. Helps guide your creative decisions a little bit. You're a Dark Elia, so we'll call you Kuro. Is that because I'm black? Ah shit, here we go again. There's a reason we have the term dark-skinned, but Japan doesn't necessarily view dark-skinned characters as ethnically black, whereas people in the West go straight for that interpretation. Kuro's a cool name, though. Cry about it? Why would I cry? This just makes me happy. Seriously though, go look at any other artist and you'll find similarities in how they draw faces. Congratulations! You've cleared all the missions, and chosen a world where people live as individuals apart from the collective. Congratulations! 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 Even Pen Pen approves. Toyo! Is this how things would have gone if Shiro hadn't interrupted? Still waiting for a strange fake anime adaptation? I get that not every work needs to be animated, but after those amazing promo vids, it's clear the demand is there. Plus, for whatever reason, it's way faster to get English subs for an anime than it is a light novel or manga. A mysterious cube-shaped anomaly was discovered on the moon's far side by a Chinese rover. The rover will spend the next 2 to 3 months verifying it. Did humanity just discover the moon cell? I doubt this is like The Simpsons, predicting the future and all that. Are you okay, Mashu? I'm not okay. I'm mashed. I appreciate this meme, since it was something I was thinking at the time when I was watching the anime. What I don't recall was Ritsuka looking so chill about it. Oh boy. As you know, I'm in the Mashu camp, rebelling against even the official localization. I just don't think Nasu understood how silly and unfeminine the name Mash is in English. Like before, what is she, mashed potatoes? But yeah, I think we can all agree that butchering it further into Matthew would be especially wrong. Like Tokyo Pop levels of wrong. So, could you promise to be my partner forever? Sure, I promise. Wow, look how trustworthy that was. I can understand why this pissed off fans of Darling in the Franxx. She shouldn't have made that promise so lightly. But wait, who's the fucking lion? That ain't Edison, right? Hephaestus, god of the forge. Of course he would reject Aphrodite for some good old smithing. For me, though, I think she makes a sexy-ass villain. I say villain based on all the scummy crap she's done to other servants in Fate. Perhaps I'll roll for her to play a bit on the dark side. But these blacksmiths, however, are true to their passions. He protect, he attack, but most importantly, he forge swords. Fair enough. He's not exactly loyal, or rather, he's just loyal to the first person to offer him an anvil and oven. Did Jalter steal Medusa's swimsuit and modify it just in time for the 3rd summer event? I mean, cosplayers mod clothing patterns all the time. The O-rings, belly holster, and sleeves are a fantastic touch. That's my definition of badass. Breaking news, local Celtic doggo doesn't die, for once. He's selling fish now, and with a cute fang, the good boy finally gets his break. Yeah, he even gets his own episode in the cooking game. I've still gotta play more of that. Let me know if that's something you'd like to see. Ah yes, battle continuation, the skill that exists exclusively to fuck with Shiro and prove him wrong. You see, killing yourself doesn't necessarily mean you're dead. Pretty Cure, your favorite magical girl anime, now featuring India's finest heroes. Very cute. Master, can I use your microwave? I don't know why, but for some reason this reminds me of college. Hot Pockets are pretty reasonable dorm food after all. I kinda feel like if Artoria started eating them though, it'd be like cucking Shiro, cause he'd never stoop so low. Maybe he's just never had a Hot Pocket before. I have to apologize for the crap resolution on this one. I have no idea how it got saved like this. Anyway, it says Lancelot is the aesthetic chaser. He only collects mats for servants who have delicious final ascension arts. All his men are at level 1. He wails for the Opie servants, but doesn't want his family to know. Sadly, he can't put Mashu in the 2nd archive to avoid his guilt. Huh, sounds like me in midriff. Except I don't care who finds out. So some people fantasize about Asuka as their dark-haired goth GF, failing to realize that Rin herself is actually quite close to that. Asuka's on a whole other level of tsundere. I don't know if being a mage qualifies as goth either. Did Rin buy that red top from Hot Topic? What came first, the chicken or the egg? Agretzko is bad civilization. Just kidding, I actually really enjoy this show. RTX off, you get an actual lion. Switch that baby on, however, and you've got yourself a Saba lion. I can only hope Disney learns a valuable lesson from this. The most precious goddamn thing in the universe. Oh, let's see. A warm hug from your significant other after you've had a rough day. Well, I certainly have no reason to disagree. How wholesome. Now let's go in the opposite direction. Nero goes under for an operation to become a beast. Prepared to confront Jacquet, she crumbles upon learning that her nemesis inherited her lovely bosom. No! I am now explaining the concept of sexual harassment to a hero of mythological times. Yup, the kind of guy who would storm the castle of a woman he wanted to claim as his wife, no less. At least he knows how to recognize a woman who can kick his ass. How people want their last meal to be versus how I'd want my last meal to be. Gosujin-sama, say ah. Damn, either of those would just make me want to keep living. Seriously, waifu for lifeu. What people think men want versus what men really want. Aw, that's super cute. In truth, though, we want both, but at more appropriate times. Unless you're into that kind of thing. I guess the top image is like putting ketchup on a fruit salad. Great for the bedroom, not the tundra. Psst, hey master, you like balloons? I can show you even bigger ones down here. As Ritsuka almost takes the bait, his reliable servants step in to save the day, sealing the thirsty Kiara within the sewers. To be fair to her, though, she wasn't exactly trying to deceive him. I don't know if this really counts as a meme, but I found some sprite edits putting Caldea's ladies into sportswear. It's little things like this that wake me up in the morning. Going along with that, muscle girls aren't just ordinary waifu, they're waifu. Protein. That said, I'll take a gorgeous tomboy with or without the whey. What about you? Shiro's just like, Itadakimasu! That would be me. Did you know the mating season for most foxes starts in December and can last through February? The foxes who mate in winter have their babies in the spring, with a short gestation period of around 45 to 50 days. Very educational. Life is study. Amazon style. Wanna try? I may have already used this meme before, but it's rather timely given her event. I honestly don't think this position could have a better name. Spoiler, Lostbelt 6. Uh-oh, there's that damn lion again. Stay away from my Koha, you albino pervert. We've already got that fetish covered, thank you very much. I assure you, dear viewers, this shot of Mashu's ass is absolutely critical to the plot. What do you mean? It is the plot. Seriously, just imagine the world from that little guy's perspective. From that exact height, staring straight at such a tight package. It'd be like gazing at the root after a lifetime of trying to foil the counterforce. That is more than enough of you pushing your creepily specific fetish on literally everyone around you. Seek help. Oh, I'm starting to feel called out here. I swear I'm innocent, officer. See, this report says so. 36.8% probably not illegal. Probably. Oh hell nah, not my son. But Dad, they're just trying to collect all the class cards and save the world. It's not their fault mana transfer requires kissing. I've really got to commend Sentai Filmworks for actually releasing this with that cover. They've got more balls than Sony could ever hope for. Mashu, I need protection. Hi, senpai. See? They're being safe about it. What's the harm? Ah, here's the harm. That's right. I like that smile, Mashu Kyrielite. NTR intensifies. I've said it before and I'll say it again. That doujin is actually really amazing. It's not canon, so just enjoy it for what it is. Just look at those expressions. Anyway, that'll be all the memes for today. I look forward to making another compilation quite soon. But until then, I need you guys to post in the comments which ones you find the best. Before I go ahead and roll the credits, I want to give a special shout out to my $10 supporters. Video Gamer 75, Stephen Elak, Otaku Mom, Jens Ballman, Mystic Samurai 1983, Freebrick, RNG or Shuffles 1498, Crod, Alexis Yukio Gomez Yamato, Nigel, Happy, Sakura-chan, Caitlin P, and SF Giants fan Mike. Thank you all so much. Thanks for watching.
If you enjoy this channel, help us grow by liking, commenting, sharing the video, subscribing to OtakuDaiKun, and
most of all, smashing that notification bell so you don't miss out on all of our anime discussion, lore, or Let's Play content.
You can support us directly through Patreon, Subscribestar, or our YouTube membership, all of which come with benefits like exclusive vids and early access.
As always,
Celebrate your fandom!